everybody. I'm sitting here with Aric now. And yes, there's two of us. It's Aric, There can only be one. Fortunately, there's two spellings of the name, so we can coexist. Hey Aric, how's it going?
Good, man. Really good.
How did we meet? How do we meet?
Through Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Explain.
We were just both part of DM local groups.
Yeah.
Posted looking to coordinate with other DMs and have conversations.
Absolutely.
See how things go.
One of the things that I've been wanting to do is, through all of this, I've kind of been planting the seeds for the Arcane Table for some time now. And one of the things I want to do is reach out and get a hold of quality DMs. Just because I run something a specific way doesn't mean that is the best way to do it. And I imagine you could say the same for yourself, right?
Absolutely.
And so you reach out and you try to find like-minded people, good quality people who want to game and want to learn. And then so we kind of established a little community called DMU, Dungeon Master University. And Aric here is one of the founding members. He and I, we met through Facebook. Hey, do you want to meet for coffee? And we met at Tim Hortons.
Yep.
And it's how long ago was that?
Just thinking it's got to be at least 3.
3 years.
3 years, yeah.
And over that time, like we've done, what have we all done?
Several meetups, conventions, a couple playthroughs, like short little one-shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, like one of the things that we do is we do cons throughout Saskatoon. We've done the Saskatoon Entertainment Expo, which is now renamed something else.
Pop YXE.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then the Prairie of Pop Culture Celebration. And then there's the Extra Life marathon as well.
Yep.
And then yourself and myself, we recently went to Moose Jaw together for GAX.
GAX.
Yeah, and that was fun. It was good. We spent 2.5 hours in the car just shooting the shit, talking
Yep.
about life in the game. And then it was nice to actually play a game rather than DM a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So your DM style, how would you explain your DM style?
Ever changing.
Yeah.
Just adapting as you go. Learning from others.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of content, so I kind of learn from other DMs in that regard, and just kind of adapting to what your players put out to you.
Absolutely, yeah. So with being a part of Arcane Table, what do you see? What direction do you see us going?
That's a great question, and I've kind of thought about it, over these past few months or even a year since you've started talking about the Arcane Table. And I don't think there's any one certain answer, but like anything that is a little different, different kind of content stuff that's unique and flavorful and exciting.
The big thing I want to take away is community. I've mentioned this with the other interviews with Trevor, Adam, and Reese, and even talking with Jordan, is that I really want to push community.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. How did you start? Like D&D? Like what? You're. I believe you've been gaming for 7 years now, give or take.
I think 8. Yeah, 2018 was really when I got into it.
So what brought you in? How did you get suckered in?
It was absolutely random. I was working at a bar at the time, and
Really?
one of the guys who was working there.
Serving or bouncer?
I was a bouncer.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Quiet spoken Aric, a bouncer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the most intimidating guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ones who don't tell you why they're throwing you out, they just throw you out.
Oh, that's awesome. Just think, now I've got two muscles. I've got Adam and I've got Aric, who just can stand there at the top of the stairwell with their arms crossed. Yeah, it's done.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no worries. I was bouncing. It was kind of a quiet night. I was talking with one of the bartenders, and he just asked me if I had ever played D&D. It's like,
What?
I've played like video games, read some books, but
Yeah.
I've never actually played it. Said you'd probably make a good DM.
Cool.
I was like, interesting.
Out of the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the next week, I won some money on the VLTs, and I was like, I'm buying a Dungeon Master set and the whole shebang, and
I had no clue.
dove right in head first.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. cool story. You know, that's really cool. I never would have guessed it about you, Aric. That's fun stuff. So, where do you want to see this going? You know, like, where do you see the Arcane Table in a year's time from now?
I like to play it by ear.
Cool.
I can't predict the future, and I won't pretend to. So
Well,
I would love to see success and like growth.
Yeah.
And if that's a year, then I'm excited for what 5 years is.
Nice, excellent. Yeah, I think we've got enough original content planned and ideas. And once again, it's not one person's individual show. You know, if we're doing something and it's like, well, have you thought about this or that? You know, and yeah, that's very cool. We'll just adjust on the fly. And I think you bring some really cool ideas and some really cool concepts, especially on the digital side of everything,
Sure.
that the table is lacking. I think Adam is pretty good with the digital stuff too. I'm sure that you and he will get along on that part of it, and plus with your bouncing stories as well. You know, but yeah, I'm really happy to have you on board. I know I can't keep saying it enough. I'm a firm believer in surrounding yourself with good people. And when we met at DMU, you know, whatever it was, 2-3 years ago, whatever it was, I knew this is a guy I want to be around.
I'm happy to be here. Like,
Cool.
Couldn't want to be more involved in
Nice.
stuff. So,
I know.
yeah.
And I'll definitely be relying on you for things, you know, in the future. In conclusion, do you want to add anything? Do you want to throw anything out? I know it's a question that stumped everybody.
Yeah. No, just happy to be here.
Cool. Absolutely. I can tell, and I'm happy to have you on board.
Awesome.
Thank you, Aric.
There can only be one. I've been downgraded.
Never. You can never downgrade an Aric.
True.
Sounds good. Thank you.
We're live.
In 3, 2,
1.
You don't have to nod your heads, guys. Wayne's World? Anybody? No, on Wayne's World.
It's been a while.
It's they're sitting there on the soundstage, and there's the big, because they're usually in their basement, right? And then they go into this like, whoa, man, like this looks just like our place. So they go and they sit down on the couches, and then the big cameras are lined up and everything like that. And then there's a production crew, and they're going, okay, we're live in 3. And the whole time they're going